What's up, Homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and our Facebook account has been disabled, so if you're looking for us there, you won't find us.
Poof, we're gone.
Alright, so the thing with the Facebook, before we even start this video, is that, you know, I was trying to do a little trickery with the name, so you guys would find us easy, and apparently we got, you know, some kind of terms of agreement or something busted. So they've disabled our Facebook account. I heard it was for 30 days. I haven't reached out and tried to figure it out yet. So as soon as it gets back up and running, we'll be back up and running. But I think, you know, the Off Grid with Doug and Stacy page, like a fan page, whatever you want to call it, is going to be our main page. That's where we want you guys to share everything. That's where we want you guys to post to our wall. That's where we want you guys to do everything like that. This other page is basically just a gateway to get in, but I mean, it's kind of dead to us. We're not going to be wasting time posting stuff on there because everything we do is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and that's the easiest way for you guys to follow us and stay up to date.
Right.
How about that squirrel that jumped out of that tree?
I know. At first, when we were watching it, I'm like, that's like a piece of wood. How come it just like flew out like that? And then
Yeah.
He's like, that's a squirrel.
I thought it was a piece of bark at first, but when we started editing it and looking at it, it was like, holy smokes, I told Stacy, get over here, look at this. So I'll leave that video right here in case you missed it. But yeah, that squirrel just jumped out of that tree. And I know a lot of you guys, I don't know if it's just people passing by, because wood videos tend to bring a lot of people around. So when I do the wood videos, a lot of people that probably don't normally watch our channel will watch those videos. So if you're watching this video today and you're like a regular person who hangs around and watches all of our videos, that chain was on the chainsaw, was brand new out of the box. I got it just for cutting that tree down. So a lot of people are like, you should sharpen your chain or whatever. So all right, so it's brand new. I got another brand new chain that I'm going to get out and probably see in the next video too. So I'll pre-warn you that the chain will not be needing sharpened, that it's a brand new chain. And then all my other chains are being sharpened right now. So all right, today this is another part of our
installment, right?
Of what?
Growing for your health.
Growing your health.
Growing your health.
So these are videos that we're bringing you guys because we know you're in the seed planting stages. We know you guys are thinking about your garden. We know you guys are getting antsies in the pantsies. So we're trying to bring information to you for hopefully some things that maybe you didn't want to plant or weren't really considering. That you might want to consider.
Maybe when you hear this, you'll plant more.
That's what I mean, right, or more. And the nice thing about today's plant is that it's a
what?
A succession plant. So that means every couple weeks you're planting more and more and more.
Right, and I'm going to start doing things on foods that are just, of course, great for your health. Right? We want to weed out all those unhealthy foods that we're eating and changing our lifestyle habits.
Did you say weed out?
Yeah.
That's a gardening pun.
That's right. So we want to weed out all these bad habits and then put in some good ones. And so some of these things this is probably it's like my top 5 foods. It is so awesome.
And it's a top brain food.
It's tops for everything.
Yeah.
Because according to your health, okay, your health is going to be determined by the health of your gut and your liver. All right? And this food we're going to talk about is tops for your liver. It is going to clean and detoxify your liver and help your liver to just detoxify your body. Because your liver basically, you know, like if you went and got your house cleaned and you had a deep clean, you know, and they're in cleaning the walls and the curtains and
you know, like when I did the floor. I'll link that video right here.
That wasn't a deep clean though. Oh, you did the walls. I forgot
too.
you did.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is a food that could be very beneficial, giving your liver a good deep cleaning. And we need foods like this in day-to-day life. And this is a food that you can plant pretty much spring, summer, and then also in the fall, and then you can save it, you know, through and get you through pretty much of the winter.
It's a root crop, yeah. So it stores really easy. So today we're going to be talking about the beet.
Love the beet. And the beet is a vegetable that you can eat the whole thing. The greens, the bottoms. I mean, it's been around for thousands and thousands of years. I'm pretty sure, I mean, like the desert, I'm sure you probably can't plant there, but it's found almost all over the world. You can grow beets everywhere. And beets, at first, I think they were just using the tops. They would just eat the tops.
Yeah,
and they use the bottom for medicine. They would use the bottom for medicine.
It dyes.
Yeah, they would do it like that. But one thing with especially the greens, a lot of people just cut off the greens and then maybe throw them to their animals to eat.
Which is great.
But the greens are like one of the top foods. I think it's Swiss chard and Swiss chard and beet greens are like the highest that you could get in potassium. Everyone thinks about a banana. Banana is way at the bottom of the totem pole compared to potassium, and you need potassium for your muscles and your nerves and everything to function properly. You need all those minerals like that. So don't throw out the greens. You know, you can cook them. You don't want to eat tons and tons of them, especially if you're sensitive and have kidney issues because of oxalates. But the greens are great.
So you've been tricked about those bananas.
Yeah, you need to eat the leafy greens are the ones that are up there. So
right.
You really want to do it. But then let's talk about the little bottom part, the root part, right? Okay. They've gotten a bad rap because I know growing up I never liked beets because you'd always get them out of the can and all that, and I never really liked them.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't like them.
So I mean, they're just wonderful. I mean, you love them.
I love beets.
Keep talking. I want to show something. Just
I
keep
love
talking.
beets. And as a matter of fact, I know you guys are getting excited about your planting and stuff, but remember, it's not really the outside temperature that matters, it's the soil temperature. So the beets like to be planted direct sown into about 50 degrees for the soil. So get a little soil thermometer, start testing your raised beds, start testing your ground, and in about 4 weeks before the last frost is when about you should be sowing, as long as the ground temperatures are good to go. Yeah, and then you can just keep planting them every couple weeks. And I mean, beets, you can go out there, and this is what I do a lot because I like the greens. I'll just go, and as the beet is growing, I just cut the greens off. Mm-hmm. And then they'll keep growing. I just kind of cut the greens. You can put them in, and a great way to do your beets is to juice them because you get tremendous amount of health benefits. It is such a detoxifier and wonderful thing for the liver. Because if your liver's clogged up, and everyone has a clogged up liver with all the pollutants, the things in our food, you know, and you want everything to be flowing through your body good. So that's why it's so important to do beets. And this is my little challenge because in a few days I'm going to do an awesome food video on using the beets. And I want you guys, the kids, that's the thing, a lot of times kids will eat it and they like, it kind of tastes earthy, you know, and they don't really get it. But I'm going to do a recipe that is yummy. You guys, it's going to be great. So if you notice, we have a little rhythm going. We come out with what we want you guys to think about planting, and then a day or two later, we'll come out with like a meal or something that has that plant involved in it. So that's what we're trying to do.
So look forward to that, because here is something. If you guys have the kids start eating beets, you know what happens when you eat beets.
Yeah, right? My lips and everything turns
No, I'm saying after you eat beets, after it goes through your body, what happens?
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, some people freak out because when you go to the bathroom, it's like everything is red or pink. So for little kids, especially when they urinate.
That should be fun.
I know, it'll be an experiment. Have them eat some beets. You can roast some beets because they're great roasted. Put some butter or oil and some seasoning on them and put them in the oven and roast them. Oh, they're so sweet because it really brings out the sweetness in it when you roast them especially. But and then they can look at their pee the next day and see what color it is.
And then kids, if you give them beets and asparagus.
Yeah, totally. Get that one. It'll smell like asparagus and look like pink, right? Yeah, that's totally right.
And then I guess plus beets are awesome for fermenting.
Yeah, here I ferment. It's one of my favorite things to ferment.
We have a whole playlist of all the things we've fermented before.
So, but fermenting, you can ferment them up, cut them up, just grate them up like you do carrots, put them on salads. There's so many really cool ways to do your beets, you know, raw or cooked. They are also loaded in, besides I was saying, in potassium, especially the green part. There's so much vitamin C in them. You know, you're getting vitamin K in the greens too. There's fiber in them. You get lots of minerals. I mean, they're just loaded. It's a powerhouse. And it's really good for your brain because it increases the blood flow in your brain. It helps with your mental clarity. You may even feel better, like you want to kick your heels up in the air, right? I mean, beets are just fabulous. It helps with like lowering the blood pressure. It helps with inflammation. If you're experiencing arthritis or achiness, it's good for inflammation. I mean, beets are great. I mean, if let's say you've tried beets, try them a different way because just different ways that you prepare them.
Right.
Especially what I'm going to do in a couple days.
Just like that cabbage. You guys said, I don't really like cabbage, but we saw a lot of comments about folks having that cabbage. And then they were like, wow, that was really good. And that's even, I don't really do leftovers very much. I'm not a leftover guy. And we really don't keep leftovers. We make enough food for both of us. But we had a couple of those steaks left over, those cabbage steaks.
He ate them cold, and that's unheard of for him.
Ate them cold, yeah. And they were actually really good.
Yeah, yeah. And then like the beets are good, you know, to cleanse and purify your blood. I mean, beets are the bomb. Maybe you have a bumper sticker.
Yeah, beets are the bomb.
So there's so many different kinds of beets. So check into them and you know, maybe start planting more, using the greens if you're not using the greens. But like I say, weed out all your unhealthy foods. Start putting more of these in there, making
Cheez-Its out, beets in.
That's right. You got to do it. But like I'll always make extra. Like I like to roast them, and then you can roast them and put them in your salads. I make a whole bunch of extras because they'll last quite a few days. Yeah. You know, and you have to prepare some of, you know, for your foods. And you know, of course, they're great canned. I don't suggest. I know when you can them, you put a lot of sugar in them. I don't suggest eating a lot of it that way. You know, once in a while that's good, but maybe
even fermenting's better. I mean, they taste really good.
Oh no, they're great all different ways.
And it's like I said, it's a great root crop, so it's easy to keep them after your fall harvest, going into winter to get you through to the spring if you plant enough. They're really easy root crop to keep in your root cellar or how you're keeping or storing your root crops at this time. And as a matter of fact, they you know, they vary in size, so they, you know, they're baseball, softball, and the largest one has been 156.
Can you imagine 156 pound beet?
Some Dutch guy made a beet that was 156 pounds.
Can you believe it? I could believe it.
Yeah, that'd be great for fermenting.
Let's have a contest this summer and see who can grow the biggest
beets, and you guys can post them on Instagram and tag
that would be awesome. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll try to grow a big beet too.
So basically, this is your beet down.
Yeah, let's.
That was pretty good. This is your garden beet down, but we wanted to bring some information to you guys so you know about the healthy benefits of it and all the extra stuff. I mean, a lot of people know this in the back of their head, but it's good to hear the information.
Give me your hand. It's also known as an aphrodisiac.
Oh yes, we're gonna have some as soon as this video's over. All right, so you guys think about the beets. Like I said, 4 weeks before your last frost, as long as the soil temperature is around 50 degrees, you can start sowing them. We also like to look for the signs, and we're going to be teaching you guys some more about that as we're planting according to our signs. We can't really tell you when we're not doing it. We're going to show you. So all that biodiverse, that's what we do. Planting. Biodynamic, not diverse. Biodynamic. I knew that sounded weird when it came out. So just a quick video to catch up with you guys, get you thinking about the beets and the garden. I know you guys are excited about the garden. I follow a lot of you guys on Instagram, and you guys are blowing it up. Don't forget about our Facebook thing. Still share our stuff. Still tag us on the Facebook. Still keep getting the word out because we're going to see it when it comes back up. It'll probably just be like this.
Oh, what about the winter?
This waterfall of catching up on as soon as we activate it again.
Homestead Homey of the month.
That's tomorrow. Today's the 30th. There's 31 days in this month. We almost have the 2 winners narrowed down for the essay contest. And so then we'll be getting something out to you guys for that. We'll announce the winners. That is for the kids.
For the contest.
Yeah, okay. 2 winners.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then 1 winner for the Homestead Homey of the month. Just in case you're just checking us out, and you just stumbled across our channel. Every month for the whole year of 2017, we'll be giving away a Layman's exclusive. It's a Lodge cast iron pan with a clock in it every month to 1 person who watches our channel, and we call it the Homestead Homey of the Month Club. And basically, you have to share our videos, tag us on Instagram, tag us on Facebook, tag us on Twitter if you use any of that stuff. If you don't, just make sure you're leaving comments, that you're watching the videos and leaving comments so we know you're watching and you've been around. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And then once a month, every month, all year, we'll be picking the Homestead Homey of the Month winner. Woo-hoo. So this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
I'm Stacy, and look forward to my upcoming video on cooking with these beets.
Yeah.
Especially the kids will love it too.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to check us out on Almost Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
See you guys.